This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Crudesay Trading Frank. It's approximately 9:09 p.m. Do apologize for the slight delay, but hey, it's a summer evening and my dogs like to take a nice long walk. That's what I do. I don't go clubbing in New York. I live right across from New York, and I don't go, flirting with housewives. I just love taking my dogs for a long walk on the waterfront, and they love it, and I love it. They fetch the balls, they run around, and we have 4, by the way, okay? All rescues. So anyone who is looking to get a dog, don't buy one, rescue one, okay? They're not beautiful dogs. You look at our dogs, you're gonna think, they're worth $1 million. All rescues. So that's it. Weekly. So that was the reason for my delay in setting up the webinar. I am looking for monthly. Oh, there we go. Got the right chart. Woo! Liking it. So far, wow, this is good. I haven't seen this, by the way, in the last since the last 3 webinars. Are you guys with me so far?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes, Frank.
Mr. Harrington, how are you, sir?
Doing all right, Frank.
Okay.
I'm in the process of moving.
Well, don't give out too much personal details, given that you're a multi-billionaire. But process of moving to my basement, or where are you moving?
Frank, don't want to frighten you or your family.
Okay. You moving to
No,
New York?
No, I'm moving back to Green Bay, my hometown.
Oh, Green Bay, Wisconsin. There you go. I thought you were moving where your kids are, down in New York, this area. So
I have one in Madison, one in Milwaukee, and one in DC that wants to get back to New York.
okay, there we go. Okay, so no too much TMI, too much information, but hey, anytime you want to come by here, mi casa su casa. Okay, my house is your house. Everyone, Mike Harrington is a good friend. He's been with us for a while, and he's a great guy. All right, let's move in. So, let me start the webinar in the right way. So, right now, futures down about 7. Guys, what's going on with the markets? Why are the markets surging? Actually, markets were down. The Dow was down 78 points. The NASDAQ was up 95 points. The S&P was up 16 points. I'm rounding off the numbers. The Russell 2000 was down 14 points. And we had multiple stocks going nuts. So what I want to just present something very simple is, as I've said before, the stock market is a market of stocks. Just because the markets are up a lot or the markets are down a lot, yes, it does matter, but it doesn't really matter. You have to be selective. Am I making money every single day? Absolutely not. Am I just raking in some days? At least 2 or 3 days of the week? Remember, there are 5 days in the trading week. By the way, what you're looking at is a long-term chart of the market going back to 2007. Okay, back from the Bush-Obama years. And you tell me if this is a bad-looking market. Anyway, let me just get back to it. So it's about diversification. Now, I can't go in this webinar for the next 4 hours and say, hey, this is how you just put this and this and that. All that is done in the advanced coaching sessions that many of you many of you have been involved in. In fact, we have a special guest. Aldi, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. And Aldi, get ready to get on the stage, all right? I have a great new member just within the last 2-3 months. A guy who talked to me, said I never really traded, options and this and that. And I put his feedback out there today. It made me so freaking happy. I peed in my freaking pants, all right? Because there's nothing private or public. He took a small $2,000-$3,000 account to 10,000. In what? In 3 or 4 months. And I hear a bunch of excuses from people. I'm so busy. I'm doing this. I can't do that. I don't want to hear excuses. I have made many, many, many failures. I have lost, but what I have. How do you lose in the market? By not making what you did. Shopify, the stock is up 70 bucks. Did you see me promote that? I did that weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. Did you see me suggest that in the last 10 days?
No.
No, and I'm an idiot. The stock is going to $2,000. But then on the other side, I told you guys to buy Tesla at 960 and the stock is at 1137. Exactly. I told you to buy biotechs, which were 30, 40 cents, and now they're $5. But I get mad at myself, guys, for missing all these like monster trades. Monster. I haven't been trading Nvidia that much, but then the options are so overpriced. Square, I left it at 101. It's at 116. As a trader, you have to get angry at yourself sometimes on things that you miss. So, what is happening with the markets right now? Let me just tell you one thing straight out. Aldi was the only guy who actually reviewed that. I was just like scrolling through YouTube, and this guy has like 1,400 hits. I'm like, shit, I should have 10,000 hits on my webinars. And Aldi will tell you in a few minutes. He's like, the guy did nothing. He just showed some bullshit charts like blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he made sense in what he was talking about. But what about looking at actual technicals? Looking at the charts, saying like, what is the predictive probability? Predictive probability. In other words, hey, charts always look good when they're moving up. But what is the chances that they're going to go higher? Where is the stochastics? Where is the MACD? Where is the McLaren oscillator? And so many other indicators that we follow. I follow 30 different indicators. I only show 3. Why? Because I don't want to confuse you guys too much. KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. All right? So I looked at the webinar. I'm like, wow. That's a nice guy. He shows his face. Most of the time he's showing his face. If I showed my face, you guys would be in love with me because I'm too good looking. All right? That's not my business. My business is to show the face of my charts. No, really, I'm pretty good looking. All right? I'm just kidding. So the fact is that, yeah, for somebody who's 50 plus, yeah, I am. So the point is that why not look at the beautiful pictures of the internals and the externals, which is the chart. Internals are the indicators, and get excited about it. So Aldi was the only guy. A big thank you to him. I needed some feedback. None of you guys ever did that. Okay, that's fine. Fine, you guys are too busy during the day. I understand that. But the guy was boring as shit. Is he as exciting as me? Like screaming, like saying, wow, the markets are going to go here and there. And you know, the best part is it actually does that. All right. So what's happening in the markets right now? We're in July 1st. I'm going to scream through charts as we talk, and then we're going to get into some real deal. This is long-term charts in 2007, 2008. Beautiful. This chart was drawn months and months ago. Take a good look at it. Take a good look at it. Okay. That's the earnings thing. Oops. And okay, let me just pull this down. So we are in July 1st. July 4th weekend's coming up. This is a daily chart. Love it, love it. Ed, are you there?
I'm here, buddy.
Ed, were you the one who talked about the uptrend channels where the market is going to bounce off, and the market's bounced off God knows how many hundreds of points right off that in the last 3 days? Since the Sunday webinar. Was that you?
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much. So step up the podium, take a bow, and move away. All right? So,
Thank you.
Ed, yeah, listen to the Sunday webinar. I asked people, like, where do you think the market's going to bounce off? I said, maybe you can slip and test this cup and handle level. But Ed pointed out that it most probably would bounce directly off this channel. Great. You didn't even have to pick stocks, just buy the SPY calls. The SPY calls are up 230% since last Friday. They are. Because I told you guys to buy the 304, 305, then I moved up to 308, and now the SPYs are at 3010.52. So you don't have to bother about it. If somebody doesn't want to play stocks, because stocks have individual stock risk. You guys understand what I'm talking about? What is a individual stock risk when it comes to stocks?
You know, you could have breaking news on anything about it, and it could take it down.
Thank you very much, my friend. Exactly. Every stock has a certain amount of risk based on some analyst from Wall Street, my old home, or some governmental intervention, or whatever, or earnings warning, and the stock might go down even though the markets are up 600 points. Do you guys understand what I'm talking about?
Yep.
So if you want to play it nice and clean, then you buy the indices. You buy the SPY, the QQQ, or the IWM, or the DIA, which is the Dow Jones Industrial Average Diamonds. Love that ETF, DIA. I haven't played that in a bit, though. It's been a couple of months. So if you want to play it clean without any particular individual, like my friend Ed just told you all, individual stock risk, buy the indices. Okay? Yes, you won't make 600% on it overnight, like Tesla or TTV and all these great companies that we suggest. But you'll make 60%, 70%, 100%, 120%. When was the last time you worked in a business that gave you 120% return on your capital overnight? Can anyone tell me? I don't care what business you're in. Can anyone tell me what business that is? I don't care whether it's real estate, whether it's like flipping houses and all that garbage that you see on TV, reality TV. What business gives you 120%, 70% intraday type of return on your capital?
Unless you go out the back door, nothing.
Yeah, maybe you got lucky in Vegas or in Atlantic City or in some, Mohawk reservation. But we're talking about quantifiable risk where you're trading with a gambling mentality. Options is gambling. No question about it. No question. And if you don't have the mentality for risk, please do not be a trader. If you want a soft couch to sit on, turn on, drink bad beer, use a Samsung phone, okay, and sit there like, don't be a trader. Okay, we're dealing with quantifiable risk based on real-time tactical structured charts that I work very hard. I do very hard to show you guys so that you know where your risk reward ratios are, then be a trader. Do you guys all agree with me or not?
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Exactly. Now, what is wrong with all of us, including me? What is the biggest problem that we have on a winning trade?
When to take
Really?
your profits.
Managing it, yeah.
Actually, sorry, no. I'm going to just go down the road. RD, what is the biggest problem that we have on a winning trade?
I want more winning.
No, that's not the answer. What is the biggest problem that we have on a winning trade? We all go through it, so we should know.
There's two problems, Frank.
Huh?
Not
Did I
getting the
maximize
profit.
my profits?
There's two
Not
problems.
what? I'm sorry, Paul. What?
There's two problems. You and I have opposite problems. You get out too soon, and I stay in too long.
That's a great answer. I tend to go out soon to later. I mean, I do with it. But he answered the question. We own a option that goes from 3 to 26, which I'll show on Netflix. I sell staggered profits. But what if I kept my whole amount all the way from 3 to 26? $3,000 to $26,000 in one trade overnight. So what Paul just explained is the reality of the business. Sometimes he holds too long, gets hit hard. I tend to sell a little bit too early, but then I'm a disciplined trader and I hate myself for doing that. Did you guys understand what we're talking about in the reality of trading or investing?
100%.
Yep. I do.
Exactly. Remember what trading is all about. It's not just about technicals and stuff. Look, my charts should be in the Hall of Fame. It should be. See, I'm a pretty simple guy. But think about what I told you guys 4 days ago or 5 days ago, what the markets would do. And answer me honestly, did the markets do what I said on the Fibonacci levels and all that stuff?
Exactly what you said. Yep.
Isn't that fucking amazing?
It's freaking awesome.
What am I, Moses? No. Did I capitalize on the entire move, given the fact that I was because I'm such a robotic trader? Did I?
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Did I make a lot of money on different trades? Yes. But what if I just bought the SPY calls at like a 50 calls? That is why we're human, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, Clueless trading is about facing reality, not fake news, not bullshit stuff. Talking about the reality of trading. Like Paul stood up and said, he tends to hold things too long and sometimes he gets hit. I tend to hold things and I'm dead right on things most of the times. There's only been a few stocks that I have not been right on. And even those turn around and go higher. We're talking about reality. We're not talking about bullshit like your other trading services you follow or whoever you follow or whatever. Okay? All traders lie. My charts don't lie. So I knew when I told you guys from the bottom on the 28th of this was where the market closed on at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, right here. Okay. On the 26th of December. By the way, 25th was my birthday. I turned 90. Hallelujah. June 25th is the birthday. Whoever is a Cancer, that's our horoscope, then connect with me, bro. All right? Yeah, June 25th was my birthday. I turned 90. 91? I'm not sure. Okay. So I have gene therapy in my body, okay? That's why I love biotechs. That's why it sounds so good.
Happy birthday,
So,
belated birthday.
thank you, my friend. Not that I care about it, okay? I'm not actually 91. I'm 88. I like 88. 88's better. 8 and 8, infinite loop. All right. So yeah, thank you guys. So yeah, so the markets were here. Told you we would open down lower. Listen to my videos. They'll make things up. And this was a scary moment. And this was the box we were trading on. This was the two range boxes. Go through my Twitter feed. Remember, we don't draw the charts after the fact. It is before it happens. And all of you know that. We're not into fake bullshit. So, markets are open a little bit lower. Sunday it did. Remember, this is Friday, this is Sunday. Futures hit 29.83. And I told you, and this is one of the charts. This is head and shoulder bearish. This is inverse head and shoulder bullish. And look where we are. Attempting a massive, well, we not attempted, we actually went back into the green box, the upper range. And I've been guiding you guys through it every single day. Yes or no?
Yep.
Hold on for 1 second.
Tesla tomorrow.
Sorry, guys. All right. So bottom line is charts are charts, but what is the reality of making money in the market? What is the reality of making money in our pocket? So you like, wow, had a freaking awesome day. Like, thanks, Frank. I get all those testimonials and this and that feedback, and I put it up.
For me, it's very hard, and I got to stay very disciplined.
Oh, Jesus. I don't want to hear Oprah like
It ain't Oprah.
commentary.
I lose, I get up to a high, I lose it back. I get up to a high, I bring it back. It's like a wave.
That's not the point. What is the point? What is the assets that make us a lot of money in the markets?
What's the what?
What is the asset that makes us a lot of money in the markets? Stocks, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, before I get and give the stage to my friend Aldi, because he's going to talk about a couple of things, because I'm so fucking proud of him, I can't even tell you that. And that guy is going to be the best trader ever. Okay? Who didn't know a single thing about technical analysis and all that stuff. And he'll tell you. What, do you think I paid him a couple of $100 to talk? I don't do that crap.
Nope. Good job, Aldi.
And on top of that,
Thanks, brother.
all of you guys, when I'm putting the posts out there, things that you like or learning from, why don't you hit the likes? Why do I get 7 likes on a chart that's going up 900%? Just because you weren't in there? Hit the like. Why don't I have all of you guys on Instagram? People say, oh, I don't have Instagram. Who the fuck cares? Just open an Instagram account and just hit likes on Clueless A Trading. That's the least you guys can do. I'm dead serious. When you listen to my webinars on Google, It's all about social media. We're trying to get the word out to help people, to make them make more money, to look at the market as a matrix. Why don't you guys hit likes? I see like 3 likes on a video like 70 people have listened to. What's wrong with you guys? Not that I care about it. You guys ain't paying my bills. Like I said, I'm making shitloads of money. And I'm helping you guys make very decent money. So why don't you guys hit the likes? Can I have a
Yep, you're right.
commitment?
I'll do better, Frank. Sorry. Yep.
No, listen, I'm not asking any favors. I'm not Oprah. I'm not Joe Biden. I'm not Trump. No, I'm not asking any favors. But you guys need to hit more likes on the real-time Twitter feed, on the YouTube channel. If you like the video, if you like that video cast that evening or tonight's video, whatever, things that you learn from, go to Instagram, hit likes, hit follow. That's the least you guys can do. All right? The least you guys can do for the hard work that I do for you all. Okay.
You're right, Frank. I'm on it tomorrow.
I'm dead serious. You know, it pisses the crap out of me sometimes. Like, what is this? 3 likes on a chart that Tesla that goes from $1.20 to $7? Like, come on. And you might have made like half the money in the middle. What's wrong with you guys? That's what life is all about. Ungrateful bastards. I'm sorry. I gotta say it. You know I'm straightforward. Like, what's wrong with you guys? Hit likes on things that you like and things that you might not have been on a trade. But so what? Seriously. Come on, guys. Show some courtesy. All right. So this is your shorter term chart before we get into the picture. And this is the pattern completion. No, sometimes I gotta just lay it down, man. Sometimes you guys are such like a-holes, I don't even know what to say. Because it's all social media stuff. Half of you guys are not even on Instagram. Just create one account and just hit curiosity. I'm showing charts on the highlights on options charts that you might have been in or not have been in, but get excited. The most problem with most of you guys is you guys are so freaking boring that you're not excited about the markets. You're sitting there over analyzing, shit scared, and not making money. And I'm not your nanny, all right? But have some decency to hit the likes on the real-time Twitter feed, on Instagram, on YouTube. But I'm still gonna like you guys, all right? Thank you very much. So look at this chart carefully. I mean carefully. Focus your eyes that God gave you. What does this chart look like? And I've been talking about this. This is your Fibonacci 50 retracement. It's way past that. Did I tell you, guys? Since last week, since the market crashed, and all of you, well, some of you were getting colored diapers, okay? That we were going to go past the 50. Did I tell you guys yes or not? Or rewind my videos? Yes or no?
Yes.
Exactly. Did it do that? Yes. This is a complex. This is not Anna Nicole Smith's boobs, all right? This is, I'm sorry. You know, she passed away. Is she alive?
Dead.
Oh,
Dead.
so sorry. She died?
Drug OD.
Yeah, there was a big custody battle for their child, and out of the blue,
No, but
an
she
old boyfriend.
She died?
Yeah, like 10 years ago.
Holy shit, man. I'm so out of touch. I am so sorry. We should never talk about people who passed away. All right. Okay. This is not Kim Kardashian's boobs, all right? Okay, she's alive. So This is a massive macro inverse head and shoulder cup and handle breakout that is going to get up here, couple of more 100 points on the Dow before we pull back. Every time I have forecasted these things, almost every time, it's worked out. I'm not even going to ask like, oh, am I right or am I wrong? Okay? And I do apologize for anybody for offending any female member or anything about Anna Nicole Smith or Kim Kardashian. Okay? This is a inverse head and shoulder W formation. Cup, handle, breakout. Do you guys see why technicals work that well? Now, in between, intraday, that includes me, we get a little bit nervous here and there. Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's the one that
Yep.
fucks up everybody, right? That's the thing that screws up everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So not.
Exactly. So, on this note, before I get into stocks, I would like to present a good friend of mine, and Aldi. Just take over, man. Just say a couple of things, man, just so you wake the people up.
Frank, I don't have much to say.
So
Just
you
to
don't
tell
have
you.
you don't have much. You don't have to say much. But let me just put it this way, Aldi. Let me just ask you. This is like a Oprah interview. Aldi, when you joined the service, what 3-4 months ago, right?
Yes. Beginning of February, actually.
Beginning of February, and this is June. So yeah, so we're talking about 6 months or so. So did you have any idea about technical analysis and
Had
all
no
this stuff?
clue. Not
Nothing,
a
right?
clue. No.
And I talked to you, and then you signed up for the advanced coaching sessions. You went back and forth with me. You texted me on DM and this and that, and you learned, right? You learned as much as
Yes.
you could.
Yes. And I'm
Now,
still learning.
so here is the only thing you have to tell the new members. It's a simple way. I'm not like, pitching you. I didn't pay you $1. You pay me dollars. All right, then you make a lot. So how should they do this at Pluralsight Training?
Frank, like I said,
Yep,
the
go
only
ahead.
thing I could tell you right now is like I learned so much from you, and you make it so easy to understand.
So let me
That
stop
is
you let me ask you a question. What do I make so easy to understand on the charts?
how to
I'm
read the
asking.
charts.
Okay, meaning the way the charts are presented, as in I'm
How
just
to
going to
manage your position, like.
Yeah, but the managing position you don't know from the chart. That's you spend the time and the energy, if I'm right, to do the coaching sessions and listening to the videos and all that stuff, right?
Correct. Yes. Yes. You got to put in the work. Definitely got to put in the work.
Go ahead, and few other things you want to, say.
Yeah. When I took your classes, like that helped me so much. And I think Ed was no, not Ed. Ray was in it too.
Of course, and Ray and some other people.
Yes. Like it's been great. Like and I was looking at the YouTube guy yesterday, the one that you posted.
Go ahead.
He doesn't have a clue what the hell he's saying. I mean, he knows what he's saying, but it's not even as clear as what you're saying.
No, the guy is smart. The guy, I put out a YouTube video I was listening to, guys, all right? And listen this carefully, okay? This is not a promotional piece we're talking about here. And by the way, this is AYX that's go blowing through the roof, and the stock is going to go to 20. All right? So the YouTube guy was good. But then I just want to see what charts they put out there. The charts they put out there are so stupid. It's not even funny. You think they look like this? They were
Not
just
even
like,
close.
they were just a simple chart with a couple of lines, right?
Yeah.
My charts are GPS roadmaps. And my charts, when I put out there for you guys, like charts like this, I have an arrow here, I have an arrow here, and guess what happens? The channels hold big time. Are you guys with me so far?
Yeah.
So let me show you.
Yes, Frank.
So Aldi, finish your thought. But let me ask you a question. How the hell did you? I mean, don't have to get detailed. You took a $2,000 or $3,000 account. It's almost 10 right now.
Correct. Yes.
God bless you, man.
And trust me, it could be a lot more, but sometimes,
Yeah,
like you said before, you tend to hold back in certain
yeah,
times.
exactly.
You
And
know.
I totally agree with you because I missed on so many great trades that my account would be up like 1,000% on the 2-3 different active accounts that I have. Are you guys listening what this gentleman is saying? Because we're in the same boat. We have missed on more trades than we have made, and yet his account went from 2-3 grand to $10,000. And I'm trading with a lot more money. I missed Apple in the last 2 weeks. I missed Netflix. I missed a huge move. I caught the bunch in the middle. $3 I told you guys on Netflix, and it went up to 26.
2660.
2660. Tesla, I'm still holding. It's going. TGD, I sold a little bit too early. There's way too many things. Shopify, I didn't even trade it in the last 6 days. What's wrong with me? Do you guys hear what Aldi is saying and what I am saying?
Absolutely.
Guys, wake up. I'm a professional trader giving you content delivery. Yet, I am connecting with a new member who has grown his account 300%. And I could have grown my account 2,000%. And we're in the same boat. So what the hell are you guys doing? Making excuses? Aldi,
Frank.
thank you for stepping up. And if you want to say anything in your closing statement, just say it.
Frank, I want to thank you, Heisenberg, for introducing me to you because this is the real deal.
Thank you. And Heisenberg is tired today. He's not here. Heisenberg is a good friend of mine. He's a big supercar guy. And you guys.
I'm here. I'm here. What the fuck you talking about, man?
Oh shit, man! I
I'm
didn't
right
even
next
see
to you, man.
You're not. Thank God. Sorry, Heisenberg is here. Okay, my supercar smart guy. Guys, all of you freaking wake up, man. Seriously, the guys like Aldi who didn't know anything about charts and nothing, growing small accounts and big accounts. Those are the guys who are gonna be fucking ballers. All right. Rest of you guys making stupid fucking excuses. Honestly speaking, and then this is hardcore shit. You guys are all losers. All right. Seriously.
Frank, this is Ray. I took the course with Aldi.
Hey, Ray, how are you? Go ahead.
I actually got up to 20,000 last week with a 3,500 chart.
Shit!
So,
Shit! Yeah!
Good job.
Why you making me look bad, Ray?
no. We're even. So,
Ray, what the hell are you doing? Oh, by the way, this is the Futures Roadmap chat. This is beautiful. I am so freaking happy. I'm gonna pee in my pants. All right. And this is Ray. Ray. This is Ray. What's your last name?
Carrera.
Mr. Carrera, like the Carrera GT. All right. Porsche, one of the most beautiful cars in the world. I don't know what the hell you guys are doing, but you're doing something right. I love it. Thank you so much. And all of you guys who are like sitting there making pansy excuses, because America was not built on excuses. America was built on risk and smartness. You make America great by making America smart. You
Hey,
guys,
Frank, can I say one last thing that I just remember right now?
I love you guys. Go ahead. Talk.
At like around in the middle of March when everything started going down,
Of
we
course.
spoke like around 1 o'clock in the morning, and I told you only had left $300, and then you told
Shit.
me, relax.
You did. By the way, what did I tell you? I must have been drinking, but go ahead.
No, you did tell me that not to worry. You know
Yeah.
that's the time when you put that Boeing call, I think it was the 160 for it was like $20,
Sure.
and it went
Go
up
ahead.
to 8,000%, which I sold way before that. but then that
Fuck.
put me back in and you know, made me stay in the game, you know.
You know,
But my
you
account was
guys,
down to 300.
you guys just put me to shame. Seriously. Fuck, what a great story. Are you guys all listening to it? White, black, brown, whatever. This is America. These are guys who knew nothing about technical trading talking this. Did I pay them? Yeah, right, I did. They paid me. Wake up. I'm angry at myself for leaving so many great trades out there. And I'm
pissed
still
myself
at
too.
it. Every morning I wake up and say, let me make money. Let me help my guys make money. And the ladies make money. This chart is a massive cup and handle breaking out towards here. It is not about politics. It is not about Trump or Biden. President Trump has done a great job on the business front. He's done a lot of stupid things on the coronavirus and the racial front. He has. Okay? And Biden says, oh, I'm going to take all the tax breaks away. I'm like, dude, don't be stupid. He's not going to do that if he wins. If he wins. But the markets don't give a shit who wins. Because the market knows the system will not change. And that's okay with me. Because of guys like Aldi and Ray. Because that's what America's all about. We're Americans first, not racial divisions. I hate extremists on all fronts. Muslim fundamentalists, Christian extremists, fundamentalists, Jewish extremists, Hindu extremists, Buddhist extremists. Anybody who's extreme is not my friend. And I think all of you agree with me on that. Okay? I love you guys. This market wants to go higher. In between, there is going to be volatility. This internals are saying higher so far. McLaren oscillator still saying, I still want to go higher towards 100 to 200. And all this is taught in the advanced coaching sessions, all right? Before we get really overbought. $6 trillion sitting on the sidelines. What can I say?
Hey, Frank.
Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, just wanted to get your thoughts so everyone can hear too.
Sure,
about that
sure.
So yes, like close to 6 trillion on the sidelines. We got the election coming up. I'm thinking that it's going to start to get volatile like around October, just naturally. But how do you
I would say September, October. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, and so how do you see this playing out? Like, if that 6 trillion doesn't come back, I mean, we've got lots of ammunition underneath. Does that rocket after the election then? Like,
So I'll answer one question at a time. You know what
Okay.
Paul is saying, Paul, by the way, is a very smart guy. All right. He's a good friend. We talk all the time. Paul is Canadian. We should actually, I always said America should annex Canada. Just take over Canada. Great oil fields, great natural fields, great food, beautiful people. Let's just take over Canada. Just kidding. But seriously, I should tell my brother-in-law who's Canadian. He used to look at me and get really pissed off. And he's like, what? I said, no, really, America should just take over Canada. I mean, seriously, it's a cousin. Take over the cousin. Lots of natural mineral wealth and everything. But hey, no, that's the way it goes. Maybe we will. So anyway, to make a long story short, first part of your question, Paul, was the 6 trillion. The 6-7 trillion that's sitting on the sideline is not going to come back to the market that fast. Why? Because everybody's shit scared. And the hedge fund managers don't want to deploy that kind of money because they're worried about our deficit, which is really ballooning, and all kinds of other stuff. So even if 1 trillion comes back, this market on the Dow Jones will be 28,000 on the core. And the Nasdaq and the S&P will be at 34 to 3,500, even if 1 to 2 trillion comes back. But my question is, it's all behavioral finance. Look how scared all of you trade. Yes or no? Is any of us trading like a baller? Like, are we playing defense or offense? Ricardo, are we playing defense or offense?
Believe we're playing offense.
Bullshit. You're playing defense. That's why you sold Boeing too early. So don't lie to yourself. Because you could have made 400% on what the number of calls you had. Yes or no?
100%.
So you're not playing offense. You're playing defense. Exactly. All right? And you're still playing defense. Even though Boeing is going to go to 240 bucks. So please, traders, stop lying to yourself. We are all playing defense. I am playing offense to a certain degree, but I still have 60% in cash. So where does the offense come in? None of us are in the tackling the big guy on the other side, which is the market. We are all playing defense. Did I make my point clear?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
One of the few people who are playing offense is Paul. Paul is playing offense on Facebook, on Nvidia, and a bunch of other tech stock because he is super bullish. So he's buying calls all the way up to September. Yes or no?
It's not easy though. I took that wild 2-day run down on Facebook, and I
And
almost
it didn't matter because you came out a winner.
it almost shook me out, but I stayed in it, and
Yes,
that
I
was a
stayed
good
in it.
learning experience.
I scalped when remember I finally put Facebook as a recommendation a couple of days ago. I went from $5 to $7. I scalped it. I left a little bit, went down. I didn't care. I bought a little bit more. I didn't push it anymore. And guess what the stock did? 3 marching fucking fat green soldiers, which Paul also mentioned. These are called marching soldiers. You know what this means? This means F you government, F you the media, I want to go higher. Those are called marching soldiers. Are you guys with me? Yes or no?
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is beautiful. You know what's beautiful? Not my face, the charts. 245 bucks. Facebook is going to blow it out, straight out. Facebook gets hit by Trump, by Biden, by Cortazio, like whoever. Facebook gets like is a favorite whipping child of everybody, from Democrats to Republicans to whoever. They're just trying to do their thing. And the advertisers are leaving them right, left, and center, right? The big guys are leaving them. That's a danger. But what is the chart showing? Despite all these big companies saying, oh, we're not going to put our ads on Facebook. And Facebook does have to cut out, and they're doing the right thing, okay? Extremist views, like I said, I don't care, Muslim, Hindu, Christian, Martian, I don't give a shit. But extremist views need to be curtailed. Free speech under the First Amendment cannot be hate speech. Do you guys agree?
100%.
Exactly. It cannot be hate speech against whites, against blacks, against browns, against dogs or cats. Simple. Cannot be. So Facebook is in a difficult position. But look what the stock is doing. And Paul stuck with it. Even after this big, bearish engulfing candle, which went below the 50-day, and then Facebook over the last 3 days said, see you later, 207 to 237. And I only made money on this section. So I'm a goddamn idiot. I'm a goddamn idiot in a lot of stocks, by the way, even though I'm delivering a lot of good things. So Paul, this is a very bullish chart. Look what the market said. Remember, the market plays their hands. We are nothing. We're like little mouse, like running around. We're mice. Okay? Like in the Wall Street days, we used to say, we're not the whales. We're the little minnows like flying around. Hey, Ricardo, you're a fish guy, right? Fisherman?
Yeah, I like to fish sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. So you want to catch the big one, right? Do you care?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Do you care if you get a small one? No, just like whatever.
Yeah.
So what are the big boys saying on Wall Street? Look at the volume after the big dump. 1, 2, 3. The big boys are saying, we don't care. What are the internals saying? We don't care. And that's why the stock went from 207 207 to 237. That's $30 in 3 days. Does this chart look like bearish and bullish to you guys?
Bullish.
Very bullish, and the RSI is only about 60.
Now, very bullish, but at the same time, keep in mind that you could easily come back down to you could have $4 or $5 pullbacks very easily, as long as the stock, and this is how you read technicals, okay? As long as you see this 34-day moving average, the orange line, as long as you don't break 230, that's $7.55 from here, we are okay to go higher. That's how traders have to think. Yes, go ahead, Paul.
So is this chart telling us, like a lot of other charts are very bullish, is it telling us that we're going to have a very strong earnings?
It's basically, yeah, I think so. Let's look at the weekly chart. I think so. The weekly chart is sick. I mean, it's really sick. If none of us had a mind, we'd be getting a third mortgage on the house and buying these stocks, and you would have like 20 million in your bank. That's serious. But we are humans, so we're always scared. And like I corrected Ricardo, who's a new trader, by the way, we're all playing defense. Do you understand that, Ricardo, by now?
Yes.
Exactly. We're all playing defense. We're all scared. I'm less scared than you guys, but we're all scared. Because if you were not scared, you would have put $3,000 in Netflix and taken out $30,000 today. So please don't fool yourself. And remember, everybody's a tough guy out there. In the world of trading, everyone's a little kitty cat. Everyone's a little, yeah, I'm so scared. Like, oh my God, Boeing's going down. What should I do? Oh my God. And then Boeing goes up $20 the next day. So stop being little freaky scared kids. And then I'm going to show you a couple of charts like TDOC, ABMD, and AYX, where the options were up 192, 400%. But none of you really bought it because you're all scared. So who the hell is playing offense?
Is that a bull flag, Frank?
This is, let's put it this way. At 241, the stock's going to hit a roadblock. At 245, I think it's going to hit a roadblock. It's a complex bull flag on the weekly, but the stock wants to go higher. In my opinion, this chart was drawn. By the way, everyone has understood what I screamed at over the last 5 minutes about defense and offense?
Yep.
Exactly. So you all are grown men. You guys are all tough guys. You guys have great Instagrams with great pictures. Okay? But when it comes to trading, you're all scared. So please understand that. It's called behavioral finance, behavioral economics. I deal with fear all the time, but I take my fear and turn it into positive energy. A lot of you take with fear and get colored diapers. Okay? That's the difference between you and me. Okay, so what Paul asked, this chart was drawn a while ago. The upper end of the channel is 280. I believe Facebook will go to 280 this year, soon, based on my charts. Now it is inside this acceleration channel right there. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? As long as the stock holds 223, the stock will go to 280. Now, all of us are impatient. We're all impatient beings. We're human beings, right? We all want instant gratification. It's not going to happen in one day. Might take a couple of weeks, might take a month or two, but the stock will go to 280. As long as Facebook holds 201, as long as Facebook holds 224, the stock is going to 280. Does that answer your question, Mr. Paul?
Yes, and one other thing that I noticed too is the volume support since March 23rd low is actually just over 230. So it's got big volume support at 230.
There you go. Did you hear him? All right, let's move on to another stock. So, stocks that no one talks about, yet we're making crap loads of money on it. Look at this chart. Alterex. What is that? A little drug that you want to buy from your dealer and just take a sniff. Hopefully none of you guys are doing too much of that shit, okay? All right. Alterex, bioanalytics, every single drug company that is trying to produce a novel drug, whether for COVID-19, whether for cancer, whether for kidney, and all of us we know in our families. Everyone has had some issue. Maybe some of you have had. That drug needs computing power for the bioanalytics. And the stock just broke out of a multi-year uptrend. And I've been telling you guys to buy it since 120, 130. And today alone, AYX was up about 200%. I'm not going to bother asking if you guys own it or not. That's your problem, not mine. So what do I think the stock is going? Let's do a Fibonacci retracement. Are you guys all listening?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Are you guys, forget listening, are you guys learning anything?
Yep, big time.
I hope so. But you know, learning means nothing unless you grab your cojones and be a real trader. Okay? And stop being scared every time the market goes down 160 points during the day. And do we all agree that's what scares the living daylights out of you guys? Where let me have somebody tell me the real truth, okay? Not some bullshit truth. When was the last time you were really excited when the market was down 600 points and I was pretty excited because I got cheap prices, even though positions were down, and I said, we got to buy here, we got to buy here, we got to buy here, which happens a lot. Tell me the truth. Who was the person who was actually excited when their positions were down 40, 50% and they needed to dollar cost average? And don't lie to me, because I know. Tell me the truth.
Yeah,
The
I
truth,
like it a lot, Frank.
the truth will set you free. Who was the person who was excited because they were down 60% on their money and they could buy things cheap, dollar cost averaging, like I say, and then a day, 24 to 48 hours later, like I said, the market goes up 1,000 points. Who was excited buying the depths and were you ever excited buying like when you were down 60% and dollar cost averaging?
Yep, I am.
Wow, that blows my mind. Who else?
Me too.
No shit, man. I should like really get you guys in my head because I'm shit scared and stressed and I keep buying. I bought TDOC at 15, 20 cents. The stock went to 55 cents, those options. That's 200% buying lottos. So you guys are telling me that you guys are really excited when the markets are down 800 points at the open?
Well, I'm nervous, but I'm excited because I hope that they bounce and go, you know. I mean, it's pretty scary, I admit.
Okay, that's good. That's good answers. Ricardo, what do you do? He's a new member.
I'm sorry, Frank. What was the question again?
All right, you're gonna make me repeat again. Great, I'm gonna charge you for that. Okay, when the markets are down 600-700% right at the open, all right, right at the open, the markets open down a lot. Are you ever excited to buy the lows? Because I'm showing those charts saying buy now, because within 24 to 48 hours, the markets are going to bounce, which I've been dead right on almost every single time. Are you ever excited about that? And say the truth.
Well, the truth, I wish I could say, I would be excited, but since I'm pretty new on this, I'm still trying to understand all these clues and, that to send us in the morning or during the day. So,
Okay.
but I would
So,
say, I guess would be to be excited to buy it low and try to sell, at the high at a later time.
okay. Here's the bottom line. You gave it honest answer. You're dead shit scared when the markets open down 800 points. Okay. Obviously. But you are looking at the charts, I hope. So remember one thing, for all new members, if you keep telling your frigging brain that you don't understand the charts, you will always never understand the charts. The charts are very clear. They have arrows. Yes or no, Ricardo?
Yes, true.
So your children can look at those charts and trade better than you by just following the arrows. The arrow says buy here, sell here. Yes or no, everybody?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
You know how much time it takes me from my trading day to put frigging arrows on charts? Just because I have to feed you guys with a little spoon? So when somebody comes and tells me, I don't understand the chart, like, what the fuck are you talking about? I have arrows saying buy here. I have actual strike prices and options saying buying here. So what the hell is, if you keep on telling your brain you don't understand, Ricardo, you will never understand. Do you understand what I said?
I understand very clear what you say, but
Exactly.
I still
No,
have to learn the chart.
yes, but there is no buts for ifs, my friend. You're a tough guy, okay? There is no buts for ifs. Of course, we'll train you. And if you really want to take the next step forward, sign up for the advanced coaching session. What are you trying to save? $230 to keep on losing money here and there. You think your $230 is going to make me rich? So don't be penny wise or pound foolish, and stop telling your brain, Mr. Ricardo.
Oh no, my brain is open. Don't worry.
Yes, I don't worry. I'm not your dad. I don't worry. I'm going to piss you off to the point you love me, okay? The
Got
point
it.
is, yeah, exactly. Seriously, okay? You're a tough guy. You're Brazilian, okay? And they get pissed off when somebody gets in their face. I'll tell you in your face. Stop telling yourself you don't understand the charts, okay? And
Okay.
you have been doing actually pretty smart. We have talked back and forth. And I told you, congratulations, because you did the right thing the other day. But
Yes.
stop telling yourself like it. If you want to take the next step forward, go through the training videos on Google. Sign up for the advanced coaching session. Nobody gets to be a great trader without learning the skills. And on your own, you probably won't. End of story. All right, let's take a
Hey,
look
Frank,
at AYX.
Frank, can I say one quick thing on that project?
No, not right now. Let me
Okay.
finish my thought. This stock is going to $210. This is a company breaking out. What does a breakout entail? A breakout means that new people are buying and they don't have baggage. I've been talking about the stock from all the way, not 74, but I've been talking about Alterex from 112, 121, 135, 176. This stock on a Fibonacci extension is going to $228. Keep looking, baby. Now you go, Paul. Paul, what are you going to ask?
Oh yeah, got my phone on mute there. Yeah, I just wanted to say, Frank, just when you started talking about being scared to buy and stuff like that, that's how I used to be before I joined your service. Like just the simple things like checking the stochastics, the McClellan oscillator was like a life changer for me. And I'm still scared when I buy stuff when the market's dropping. But
Sure.
it's different. It's strategic at that point. It's just believing in the past examples that worked out that you've shown us. And I just got that confidence now that it's still scary, but it's a scary, but you're confident.
And let me just say thank you. But more importantly, like I always said, I love compliments, but they don't make me money, right? Paul, I'll tell you one thing, man, because I've been back and forth with you. We have talked. You're a very smart guy. Paul knows, gives us data like I don't even look at. Okay, I mean I don't even know where to get. And Paul is in the financial industry. Let's just put it this way. One of the key things is you have to look at the markets. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I don't care how tough you are, how much money you make on the other side. If you make money on this side of the business, that's what I'm good at. Okay, is the matrix. The matrix. So the stochastics, the McLaren oscillators. We're gonna look at the two other quick things before I wrap up. Okay, because I still gotta get my beauty sleep. So the fact is, gotta stick to the chart. Stop telling yourself you don't understand the charts. When I hear people say that, I'm not talking just to Ricardo, other people too. All they're telling themselves that they want to stay stupid. I will train you to a certain degree, but America is not a welfare society. Okay? You want to take the next step, sign up for the advanced coaching session. My time is money. And I keep the rates so low, I should fucking raise my rates on my based on my performance, on what I do, on the most difficult times in the market, to $200 a month. But do I do it? No. But I want you guys to tell your brain something. Stop telling your brain, I don't understand charts. Keep staring at the charts. Get drunk and stare at the charts. It's going to make you more money that you ever made in your own business. That's serious. Okay? And thank you, Paul. So Paul is an experienced trader. He is. And he made more money that on my feedback, 6 figures plus, in a matter of weeks back from March 23rd, based on everything that I said. None of you did that. I didn't do that. He made $200,000 plus in more than in 2 weeks. So stop bullshitting yourself and saying, I don't understand charts. Now, do I idolize Paul? No. Paul is a little too bullish at certain times. I'm the opposite. I'm a little bit cautious, even though I'm bullish. And I look at stocks that he doesn't look at. That's fine. But he uses my tools and my resources to make himself money. That's what I want every trader to be. Am I right, Paul, in just summarizing what you just said?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I have a lot of weaknesses that I'm still learning stuff from you on. So I'm trying
Oh,
to improve
believe
on
me,
that.
I have a lot of weaknesses. And anybody who wants to talk to Paul, just, send him a DM. He likes to talk on stock twits, volatility 888. Okay? Talk to him. Okay, let's talk about a stock which has huge upside. And do your own due diligence. You all have computers. We all live in America. Just go there on Yahoo News, go on TD Ameritrade News and read why this stock, why I told you guys to buy it at, I did tell you guys to buy it at 120. ABMD, A Biomed. I like trade, a part of my portfolio is trading stocks that nobody's talking about. When was the last time anyone heard about A Biomed aside from my service?
Nowhere.
Okay. So why the hell is not everybody buying the crap out of this thing? Because this stock is going to go to $300. Their heart pump just got approved. Read up on it. I believe the stock over the next couple of months, regardless of the market, will go to 375. My own opinion. The options today went to up 192%. They went from 70 cents, the A Biomed 280 calls, to $2.20. That's 200%. 200%. Forget about all these numbers. Right there. Okay? A Biomed. And you guys are sitting there saying, oh my God, I don't understand charts. Fuck the charts. Just buy the calls. You don't understand this chart? Fine, that's your problem, not mine. Because this chart, when I put out there, I put arrows. And this is the other thing that's happening right now. Are you guys with me? You know,
Yeah.
I am
Yes.
fucking losing. I mean, I am expending so much calories doing this webinar. For what? To make myself rich? I'm doing this to make you guys wake up and make yourselves rich. Have you guys ever thought about that?
All the time, Frank.
I know I could be sitting on my friggin' patio right now with my dogs and having my bubblies and, you know, just chatting with my friends. I'm expending so much energy to wake all you kids up. I'm dead serious. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and say, fuck this, I'm shutting the service down. I'm just going to keep my favorite guys and do it. You know how much time it takes for me to run this service? I don't even know what the hell, you know. I'm only doing this, you know, seriously. But I met a lot of great people, so I'm keeping it going. Honestly, like maybe by fall or something, I'm going to shut the service down. I'm going to just send an email to select people and say, hey, you want to be with me? Here's the rate. Let's go for it. Because I'm tired of pampering you guys and hearing the same bullshit excuses. Seriously. So, what is happening here? And then getting DMs in the middle of the day. Hello, I'm really hurt. My butt's really hurting. Stock is down. What should I do? Well, jump off your first floor window, all right? And my answer is, what did I tell you? What did I say on the Twitter feed? Why don't you look at the goddamn Twitter feed before you DM me? Do you guys agree with me or not?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I get a lot of those. But I did answer politely. Next time I won't. Like, goddamn, open your eyes that God gave you and look what I said on the Twitter feed on something that I am buying or not buying. Or get those pink diapers from Amazon. This is where the stock's going. Now, another thing that's happening here is right here. This is technically very critical. So please watch. Serious company, serious company. These are the companies that away from the media can make you a lot of money. Just overnight, up 200%. Forget about where it came from. What is happening here? What are these lines? Somebody, you know, no. What is the blue line? That's a 20-day moving average. What is the orange line? The 34-day moving average. What is the red line? A downtrending red line about to turn is a 50-day moving average, a 50-week moving average. Let's look at the daily. Hold up. Actually, let's look at the weekly, because that to me is more important, because I want to stay with the stock for a long time. Me love you a long time. Bye-bye. Okay? Love you long time. All right. What is happening here, guys? You don't have to be a technical specialist. What is happening here?
Converging.
The crossing.
This
Curling up.
curling up my butt, okay? This is a major convergence. This is about to go ballistic. You guys have girlfriends, boyfriends, wives, right? Correct?
Yep.
Correct.
Good. Like I said, girlfriends, boyfriends, wives, like, you know, in America, like, you know, anyone wants to do what they want to do. And the first time they actually said, I love you, do you want to marry me? Was a great moment, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep, sure. And now after like, you know, years of marriage, they're like, dude, why don't you take a walk, you know, like, okay. So remember those first days when they said, I want to marry you, and they kissed you, and the ba 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 ba? Well, this is what's about to happen. The 34th, 50, the 50, and I swear to God, and when these things happen, they're big. That's when the real moves start. The 50, the 20, and the 34 are about to like, I love you, honey. Do you want to marry me? Well, do you want to marry this stock? Because I told you guys to buy it here. Why don't you marry it here to 300? Why don't you marry it here to 360? End of story. Got it?
Boom.
Boom. So wake up. Stop. Nobody's playing offense. You're all playing defense. So let's take a look at Boeing. Does anyone want to take a look at Boeing, my favorite company?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You guys are the best,
Yes.
man. All right. Let me clean this out. Stay for one quick second, guys. Gotta get the second dog in. He's like yapping. He's like, the other one's like, I'm tired of your webinars. You know, he's yapping. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to put the other chart up on Boeing. Ricardo, you still there?
I'm here.
I love you, man. You're the best. Okay. You know, we have kid around, but at the same time, we're like serious about what we're doing. So, and by the way, Ricardo is a new member, so I want everyone to say hello to him. And never mess with him because he's
Hello,
a big,
Ricardo.
and he's a big
Hello,
guy,
everyone.
man. He's gonna take everybody down. All right. He's the M guy. I love it. All right. I love you, Ricardo. Hold on. Oh, test. You guys back? Well, am I back?
Yep.
Can you guys hear me? Okay, thank you. All right. So Boeing is a little bit of a complex chart. It's a long-term play, and certain days the stock will be up like $20, and take the market up like 600 points, and some days it will be down. Technically speaking, the stock is completely fine, like I've been talking about. Why? Because of this. The 737 MAX is going to go into operation, okay? And the rest of the world will buy that the plane. I know it. Whether it's a 737 or the 767, which is the really jumbo liner, Boeing produces the best aircraft better than A300, whatever. I've traveled the world inside out. Believe me, I have. Okay. And Boeing is not just airplanes. What is Boeing's other business, guys?
Ace defense.
Absolutely. And rockets. Okay. Boeing can compete with SpaceX, but Boeing is in big time terrestrial aerospace, right? Going to the moon, going to Mars, whatever. Boeing also has a service business no one talks about, which means it's a software business, software automation, SAS, software on demand, SaaS. All right, software as a service. It's called SAS, software as a service. What is software as a service? Everything is getting automated. So everything, just like a Tesla, they don't need to fix the car. They can just plug it in and change the software. Yes or no? Even Ferrari and Lamborghinis are going into electric hybrid cars. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. So Boeing is the software service business is actually huge. But because of this mess that happened with the crashes and the government going down their throat and all the media onslaught, the stock was suppressed. So where were we right now? This, my friend, is in my opinion, a cup and a handle. As long as the stock does not break this level, which is around 160 or so, we're good to go. This is the weekly chart. How about looking at the daily chart? Boeing is a swing trade, and on days that it goes up a lot, sell it. I do. As long as the stock does not break 170, that's $10 from here. Because if it breaks 170, the next line here, and charts don't lie, traders lie all the time. Charts don't lie. The 50-day moving average had a crossover right here on June 8th. The 34 crossed over the 50. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
Just want to show you things I've learned over the years. And that happened on June 8th or June 9th, whatever, when the stock was hitting 233. The stock came down from 233. Listen carefully what I'm going to say. The stock came down from 233, in between lots of little profits made, to 180. What did the moving averages do?
They're spreading.
What did the moving averages do? Since the stock hit 233, came down to 167, went up to 209, came down to 167. Most recent big win that we had on Boeing, huge, like Trump says, huge. Okay, from 168 to 194, and now at 180. What did the moving averages do?
Up, up, up. Yep, going up.
Exactamo. They're going higher. The real money is buying the stock. As long as the moving averages on the daily are not searching down. Ricardo, do you understand what I just explained?
Yes.
So if you want to make like really big money, keep buying the frigging stock. As long as the moving averages keep on moving higher, that means, and this, does this look like a stock that is about to crash and burn? That's called the stochastics?
No way.
No way. Exactly. No way. Yes, we'll have volatility. Yes, we'll have the stock down $1.85 or $5 lower. Yes, we're going to have the media and the government push on Boeing. Calhoun, who runs Boeing, is one of the smartest minds in the aerospace industry. So fuck the fundamentals and the analysis and the analysts and all that shit. I am looking at the charts and saying this stock, unless the lines turn down, is going higher. Okay? Now, can it drop like 10 points? Sure it can. So what do? Do you want to buy? What did Warren Buffett or anybody say? Buy low, sell high. Do traders buy low and sell high? Tell me the truth. Most traders.
Nope.
Exactly. Somebody spoke the truth. Okay? They don't. They love to buy high and go higher. Yeah, it happens with certain stocks. But the big money's made on buying low and selling high. So buying low means that even if the stock drops to 171, Don't order your pink diaper. Buy Boeing. I told you guys to buy Boeing, and boom, it went up crazy the next day. Was I lucky? Sure. Because it was the news about the FAA certification of the 737. Yes or no, guys?
Yeah, but you said
Yes.
it was coming though.
I did say it was coming because I still believe some good news is coming. Yeah. And when I saw that, I posted it. I'm like, yes. I will always want to hear. Listen, I'm a bullish kind of guy. I always want to hear good news. All right. But when it's bad news, I revert back to my charts. Okay. What's the other one that I like a lot? Forget what I like a lot. Let's look at the danger signals. This is called the VIX. You guys know the VIX, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And for new members, I'm going to go straight down the line. Who's Matt? Matt, if you're alive, just say yes or no. Okay, thanks for your
Sorry, I
courtesy.
was on mute.
Matt, who's Matt what?
Not fun.
Oh, okay, Mr. Fung. Okay, I have Ray, and who's the other Ray? This is the most important chart I'm going to explain right now. Who's the other Ray?
Yeah, I'm the other Ray.
And there's Ray Perrine and Ray what?
Carrera.
Oh, I love it, the GT. All right, I have RD, new member, who's enjoying this session in a big way. I have Redline, I have Ricardo, I have Simon. Okay, all right. So if I showed you a chart like this, forget about what chart it was. Would you be like, oh no, I really want to buy this stock? Yes or no? One person at a time.
No.
Does this chart looks like this? Does this chart looks like a very sexy chart you really want to buy?
No.
Anyone tell me like it's a very like, wow, this chart is like really, really hot. I really want to buy it. Anybody come and step up and tell me.
I really want to short it.
Okay. All right. I know I wouldn't do that, but yeah. Does anybody else? Ricardo.
It's a falling wedge, and be ready for a breakout eventually. Yep.
Smarty pants. Love that explanation. Ricardo, when you look at this chart, somebody is like, oh, I don't understand your charts, okay? Is this a chart that you would like to buy? Just asking your first initial reaction.
No, to me, it looks like too much on the descending.
It looks like it's going lower, right? Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
That's exactly what I see. One thing I realized about trading, in between the complex technicals and stuff, what's your initial 3-second view that tells your brain, you're going to be correct on that. The chart looks like shit. In between, yes, we'll get some. This is the volatility chart. What happens with the VIX? And this is for new members. When the VIX goes up, markets. By the way, I love doing these webinars with you guys, all right? Even though I'm exhausted. Markets go down. When the VIX goes down, markets go up. You guys understand that part, right? This is the opposite. This is the canary in the coal mine. This is the contrarian opposite indicator. Negative inverse correlation. You guys understand that, right? Anyone who doesn't, please ask me. Ricardo, you understand that? This part?
Yes, I did.
This is called the fear index. Okay? So, as you correctly pointed out, the chart does look like it's fucking shit and going down. Where can it go down to? 20. I believe the VIX will go to 25.94 and then 20. That means the markets will shoot higher towards the level that I've showed repeatedly, around 3,200 on the S&P 500. Are you guys with me?
Yes.
In between, we're going to have intraday, like crazy volatility down 160, blah, 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 blah. Does that mean every stock's going to go up? No. But I'm talking general market. The VIX looks like crap. And I don't think it's going to go down to 20. I believe it's going to fill this gap at 28. Now, the ultimate VIX charts that I create, which should be in the Museum of Modern Art, MoMA. If you guys from New York, well, not from New York, you should take your kids there sometime. Anybody who hasn't been to the Museum of Modern Art, MoMA, or Guggenheim, or the Met should go there with masks on. All right, seriously, because that's what unbelievable. Okay, where is the chart? Hold on one second. Ah, got it. So these are the charts I look at constantly in one of my screens, and you guys can too. This is the daily chart of the VIX. So every time you get a green candle, the market goes down 60 points or 70 points. The market was down 77 points, and after hours, futures are up 4. It's here. Every time you see a green candle. So if you're doing fast trading, every trader has to learn how to do things, right? They have to do it and they have to learn, you know. Like they say, like I said before, I can teach you all the tools, but I can't change your personality or build your house. You guys agree with me on that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. You can watch all the videos on other trading services. Nobody will teach you like this. But a teacher doesn't mean that when you were in first grade or second grade, did the teacher teach you a lot when he or she was in class, all of you?
Nope.
No.
The teacher didn't teach you? Maybe that's the reason why you're still stupid. I'm just kidding. So just kidding. But seriously, no offense meant to anyone. In the first or second grade, did the teachers teach you a lot in class?
Yes.
Did the teacher go home with you and teach you when you were back home and when you were screaming at your mom or dad because you didn't like the cookies or whatever? Did the teacher go home with you?
No.
Good. I don't go home with you. All right? Learn what you can. Sign up for the advanced coaching sessions. Learn. Be your own self. We can't change. You know, we can like go to the bathroom and change your diapers for you. We can teach you things. But if you don't have a risk personality, don't be a trader. And whoever said the teachers never taught them at first or second grade, I'm really sorry to hear that. Maybe you should sue them. All right, just kidding.
I don't
So,
like chalkboards.
You don't like what? You don't like chalkboards. Well, that's your problem, all right? It's like nuts. That's the best thing I ever heard. I don't like chalkboards. I love that. Okay. That's a real rebel. I like it. So okay. So basically this is the intraday. Like every time you get these type of green candles, that means the markets are going down. So this is still, this is short-term stuff. So if somebody's trying to like scalp during the day, then definitely keep an eye when I post this chart. Are you guys with me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
If somebody is looking to make real money, like going forward, then look at the VIX chart on the daily, which I show at least 2 times a day. And the VIX chart on the daily from March 23rd, when it went to 684, what do you think this chart is doing? It's going down. Now, will it go down in a straight line to 23? That means the market will be up 600 points right away. No, in between, it's going to do this. Watch. And everything that I put out, I don't delete my videos, right? You guys can go and check from months ago. It's going to do this. It's going to come, fill the gap, try to go up to the downtrend line. That means the market will be down 200. hit the downtrend line, my opinion, and then fall. Unless if it breaks the downtrend line, all bets are off. That means the market's going to fall 1,000 points. But net, unless something really dramatic happens, the S stock, which is the slow stochastics that my training members know, it still hasn't bottomed. When the S stocks bottom and starts turning, you can bet your butt that the markets are going to go down. You want to buy SPY puts, IWM, QQQ puts, or whatever you want to short, or TVIX. Okay? But in the meantime, it's not doing anything. Does everyone understand what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yes. This is called predictive analytics. There's no other goddamn trading service out there that predicts the markets like we do and are so correct, I would say 80% of the time. Nobody. You know what the other trading services will tell you? And I know many of you should be. You guys should all have like other trading services that you subscribe to. You should. They say trade what you see. Yes, they say that, right? Yes or no? Do they say trade what you see?
I follow Clue8.
Jesus Christ. You know, listen, most trading services say trade what you see. By the time you see, it's over. Because that's what the machines do. Ricardo, are you still with us, my friend?
Still here.
By the time you see, the trade is over. You have to predict what will happen. That's what our charts and our our alerts are all about. Because in the old days, you could trade what you see. And even now, you can trade some of the stocks that are going nuts, you know, small stocks. But in the reality of things, if you want to make real money, you have to be predictive. You have to put the money in before the rest of the people see. Do you guys agree or not?
100%.
Thank you very
Yes.
much. Am
Oh,
I
yeah.
going to be right every time? No. Am I right most of the time? Yes. So this is telling me eventually the VIX is going to go to 24 before it really goes nuts. And that's like the market going down 2,000 points. In the meantime, it's going down. And the slow stochastics, the lines, and don't tell me you don't understand the chart. It's simple. A child can see that it's going down. Look at that. The crossover is down. Remember when we were little, we took a crayon and, you know, shaded the drawings and drew some pictures, right? Well, do the same thing now as adults. This is not rocket science. We're not Elon Musk, like I say. We're not Sundar Pichai running Google. We're not Mark Zuckerberg. We're not Sergey. We're no geniuses. We're just traders making money off smart people. Smart people who don't even know how to read these charts, by the way. This is going down. By the time it goes down like this, I don't care how good the market looks, you want to be out of your long position and short the market. And this is short term. This is the stock. This is short term. This is long term. This is already getting oversold. So let's see what happens. But the bigger picture is telling us down here before the big bounce, that means markets will go down 2,000 points. Are you with me? Now, somebody will ask me, well, Frank, when do you think it's going to happen? Okay, I'll tell you when it's going to happen. It's going to happen sometime by mid-July. Before mid-July. What happens in the middle of each month? Repeatedly.
OPEX.
Yeah, and what happens to the market?
Typically bullish.
Bullshit. Middle of the month, the market goes down big time. Every single time, give or take 2 or 3 days. After that, the market picks up. Now, look at this chart, and I'm going to ask somebody completely new. Who's completely new? RD, my friend, you've been quiet.
Yeah.
Don't be quiet. You're a software engineer, my friend. You have more brains than all of us put together. I didn't want to say that, but he is a software engineer, okay? So when you look at this mathematical linear chart, what does this look like? This is going down or up?
It's going down.
Good. What does that mean about the market?
It's gonna go up.
Exactamo. That's a ball. Okay? And this gap is where the market, I told people that this since March 23rd, follow this chart and stay long. Did I not tell you that on multiple webinars and Twitter feeds, guys?
Yes, you did.
This chart should be, honestly, I'm going to actually just do it for the hell of it. I'm going to send it to MoMA, Museum of Modern Art, and Guggenheim. So beautiful. Look at this. I look at this. I'm like, wow, look at this. Now, a chart means nothing unless you structure it. So I've structured it. This is the pivot line, all that stuff you learn in the training sessions, and I'm going to adjust. I'm going to draw one more line in front of you guys. So if this chart is so easy to understand, then why are all these so-called big shot analysts, like really anal, including 90% of traders, so scared of the market? Ever ask yourself that question?
Talk in their book.
Of course they're talking their book, but it's not working. It's emotional fear and complete disbelief that America as a country can survive this calamity that was created in China. It was. Okay? Any of you been to China?
Yep.
Yes.
It's a great country, great people. Love it. My son, when he was 15, went and taught English and math in a very rural province in China. They were videoed, they were shown on Chinese national TV. The kid was shitting in the mountains. I'm dead serious, like, you know. And he was smart enough to post a lot of stuff on Facebook because Facebook is banned in China through VPN. And he was 15. Okay. China is a great country. Very smart. But here's the problem. Why the fuck do they eat like all these weird animals? And I'm not talking about the guys driving the Bugattis and the Ferraris and stuff, okay? China has more billionaires than most countries in the world. What the hell with the wet markets? That's my problem with China. It's not the trade stuff. It's not the fact there's so many smart people. Why the hell are you eating like so weird stuff? Stop eating garbage. Stop eating bats and rats and exotic animals like the other anteater that they eat because it's a delicacy. Like, what the fuck? That's what created the virus. I'm dead serious. And that's the shit we have to deal with. Doesn't mean we have to cut them off as a country, as a nation, as a continent. But next time I told my Chinese friends that. I said, my son was tutored by one of the smartest guys from NYU in physics AB when he was doing his advanced placement in high school. Smartest guy ever. I said, dude, what the hell's going on? He goes, yeah, we try. Because there are parts of China they're eating like dogs. They're going to eat my dogs. Korea eats dogs. Like these modern countries, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, when I was in China, the running joke was the Chinese eat anything with four legs except a table.
Yeah, and the thing is, let's be clear. We're not being racist here. We're talking about certain parts of China, rural China, where the government doesn't want to help them grow their things, so they have to sell bats and rats and homegrown like rats to survive their families. It is the fault of the government, not the people. You don't hear a Chinese billionaire driving a friggin' Bugatti or a McLaren or a Lamborghini Huracan Performante eating rats. But the poor people in the rural provinces, it's the government's fault, and that created this whole mess. That's a fact. And if China, I'm sorry, but if China does not completely shut down these wet markets, where they're selling all kinds of exotic animals, there are going to be more viruses coming out that you don't even know. And then on top of that, we are goddamn idiots too, because we refuse to wear masks. And that's causing a massive surge in many states, Florida, Arkansas, and the West Coast and everything, because we're like too proud to wear a mask. What? It's going to make your ugly face look uglier? Wear a goddamn mask. Brazil, the same problem. They're all Bolsonaro. Oh, tough guy. In the meantime, if Brazil keeps on doing that, 1/3 of the population will die. Trust me, I know. All right? So, sorry I went over China. Sorry I went to Brazil and all that stuff. But wake up and smell the coffee. Wear a goddamn mask, okay? Stop being so proud. You're not that good looking. All right? And my wife actually likes it when I wear a mask. She goes, "You look nicer. Keep it on." I said, "Okay, honey, I will." All right? But wake up. Wear a goddamn mask. I'm dead serious. Otherwise, keep on buying all my coronavirus stocks. They're going to the moon. Teledoc is going to go to $300. Don't wear a mask. Get sick, my friend. Okay? Because you're too proud to wear a mask. You want to just drink and party and then have 30,000 new cases, which almost 300 or 3,000 of them will get really infected because you're in Miami. Hello? I said that on my couple of other webinars. So stop being a frigging like pompous jerk. Wear a mask when you go out, because it's not for your health. It's for other people being protected, because you might be infected. Ricardo might be infected. Redline, RD, Paul, Mike Harrington, Simon, all of you might be infected. What they say, what would it say? Asymptomatic or something? Yes, I could be infected. So goddamn wake up, all right? So look at this chart. It's going down. The weekly chart is telling us we haven't bottomed yet. That means the market still has juice to move. Pence is wearing a mask. And Donald better fucking wake up and wear a mask sometime, because he might get really sick too.
Hey, Frank,
Go ahead.
have you ever seen a better looking McClellan oscillator?
Better looking McClellan than what? I'm looking
And what we
at,
got-
I'm just drawing their stocks to exactly the way it's going to happen. That means the
No, I
market.
mean the McClellan oscillator chart. If you have time to look at it, that'd be great. It's the best looking one I've seen since March 23rd.
Okay, the last thing we're going to look at, Paul is right. I'm going to pull it out. This is called the McClellan oscillator. And please, you don't have to wear a mask to look at this. 1 second. NIMO. Let's put this out. Hey, anyone who enters my service, I say we're very technical. We are very technical, okay? And you don't have to wear a mask when you're attending my webinars. Okay, erase all drawings. Let's do this. Let's do this fast. Do area. Watch this, guys, all right? Learn something. Bollinger Bands, pivot points, full stochastic. By the way, Paul, good that you reminded me, because I haven't actually seen this in the last couple of days because I've been so busy. 1 second. Full stochastic.
I mean, that this chart combined with your VIX chart is really all people need to know.
Love it. Thank you. Okay, default. Landscape. Are you guys watching what I'm doing?
Yes.
Yes,
And
sir.
here's the color. Here's the color. The little paint you need to do. Now, this is a free thing, so that's why these stupid ads come out. Why open and fund the Fidelity IRA? Because you want to lose money. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get my drawing tool. And this is not rocket science. I'm making this simple, guys, all right? We went down to minus 70 every single time. Every single time we get down, like I said in my last video, every single time we go down to minus 105, which is once in a blue moon, minus 62, minus 40, minus 44, the market bounces. So this is a plus. It's bouncing. Beautiful. We're bouncing off minus 70, 35, and we went up to minus 20. That's why the markets bounced how much yesterday? 500 points, right? The Dow?
Yep.
Something like that. And today it was down 77. Big friggin' deal. We're still up 430 points net net. It's still going higher. So this is a plus. This, the MACD, is just about to turn and go positive. Holy crap. Beautiful. This has already turned, known as the full stochastics. This RSI, which is difficult to see, is kind of turning. But this is a plus. We're bouncing off minus 70. But here is the way I look at it. We do have major resistance on the pivot at 22. What does that mean? That means we have a little bit more room to go and the markets might drop a little bit before it moves higher. As long as once we cross over this line, we are good to go. So that's your McClellan oscillator, my version, just to show you.
Yeah, exactly, Frankie. We got a little bit more to go. I think that's reflected on the weekly chart too.
Let's look at a weekly chart because the pivot is right here. A pivot means it's either, pivot is like a resistance. If it hits the pivot and goes higher, the market surges more. If it goes and then falls, then that means the market's going to come down a little bit. Now, this doesn't apply to all stocks, but I'm just telling you guys the way it is. So let's look at the weekly. Okay, the weekly is more dangerous actually. And let me tell you why. It's my opinion. The weekly is a little bit more trickier. Are you guys with me so far? Shit, it's 11 o'clock? Oh my God.
Yep.
Like, I guess you guys are having fun. You're still here. Like, what the hell, man? I'm just like, dude, where's my drink? Okay.
Hey, brother.
So, no, seriously. So the full stochastics on the weekly, shit. Siri is talking to me right now on one of my phones. Sorry, I couldn't find stochastic weekly in your music. Like, what the hell, man? It's a problem with
sarcastic weekly in your music.
Did you hear that? That's Siri on one of my iPhones, like talking to me. Shut up, Siri, go away. Okay. So that's serious. Like, next thing Alexa is gonna start screaming, stochastic, stochastic. Okay. So here's what I like about the weekly. I like this, that we're turning. I don't like this because we're still moving down. I don't like this because we haven't turned yet. So weekly is a little bit mixed. So that's the way I say, when the markets go up a lot, what's my first line first thing in the morning? Sell full or partial profits on selective stocks. Yes or no?
Every time.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, does that mean every stock? Not really. There are certain stocks which are going to go nuts. Look at, I'm going to show you one thing that was up 1,500%. We still have it. I told you guys to buy a stock called MGNX. Macrogenics. I said it many times in the last 2 weeks, right? What did MGNX do today? 1,500%. Ricardo, are you looking?
Yes.
Thank you. Wake up and smell the coffee, all right? The Brazilian coffee. 1,500%. That's your percentage change. Where did the 1,500% come from? Please focus. From 5 cents to 50 cents. Of course, you know, and this company is going to get bought out at some point. SDGR, the calls went from, which I took profits earlier on, from $3. Actually, it was less than that when we bought it, $4.50. That itself is 50% plus. Netflix, forget it, 640%. Couple of stocks down, we kept on buying it. AYX, 172%, actually was up 192% or 180%. ABMD, 192%. Documentum, I'm a goddamn idiot because I told people to buy the stock at 60. I left it the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm an idiot. Teladoc was up from 25 cents to 50. That's 100%. Tesla, these 1,500 calls were $1.20 last Friday. They went to 640. So next time somebody says, I don't understand your charts, well, you don't need to understand my charts. Buy the goddamn alerts, okay? If you don't want to risk your money, don't be a trader. Love you guys. It's been a long night, but you guys have been fantastic. All I need from you guys, I don't need your compliments, like how great I am. I'm not great. I have a lot more to do. Get referrals. Tell your people what we're doing. You all have great people that you know. Let them join. Let's do our best efforts to help them. The markets are still going higher. And the last chart that I'm going to show you, which I did, but I'll show you again. Not the VIX, the opposite of the VIX, SPX, is still saying higher to 3,200. 3,200. That's roughly another 100 points. That's roughly another 600 to 700 to 800 points on the Dow. Here, the market is going to hit major resistance, and we'll see what happens after that. So get referrals, get involved, stop being scared. And you know what? It's okay to be scared. When the markets are down 800, when you wake up in the morning, it's okay to be scared. But what you do after that, I woke up this morning thinking I'm going to be down a couple of grand easy. And it turned out to be a phenomenal day because this is what the markets did today. Wake up and listen. Okay? Look. Today was Wednesday, right? Today was Wednesday? Today was Wednesday?
Yep.
Okay. Watch. This was Sunday. This isn't Sunday night. So Monday, the market started at 9:30. The market started here. Let me just show you guys what happened. So market started here, and today was Wednesday. So what happens on Wednesday? Futures, I woke up around like 4, my eyes open up, don't ask me, It's like one of my dogs is like sitting on my head. So, okay, early in the morning, Wednesday, 2, 3, 4, futures are down minus 22. Not a good day. Futures are down 300 points on the Dow. Easy, right? Minus 22 in the S&P 500. Are you guys watching this? Are you guys trying to learn?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not Paul and stuff. Paul knows all this crap. The rest of you guys, all right? This is the reality of what happens with the stock markets. They dropped Netflix $4 before as the market opened and then ran it up $26. So this is the market. The market opens at 8 o'clock. It doesn't open. This is the market. At 9, this is the market. Jobs payroll data came out. I even posted it. It was better. So the markets are reversing. Boom, it takes off. So all the pikers, like we used to say in Wall Street, all the little mice that sold right at the open because they're so scared, like, oh my God, market's like actually going down, or before the market. They can't sell before the market unless they have stock. All lost because the markets landed up here. So what I'm trying to get at is the games that the market plays. Don't ask for an explanation. Accept what the market does to you. It's going to beat you like a bad boy, okay? It's going to beat you. They want your money out. So I saw what happened today, and I see everything that happens every day, and I don't like it, but I don't get scared, okay? This is what the market was at 7:30 in the morning. This is what the market was when the market opened. Look at this. So follow the charts. That's all I got to say. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure dealing with you guys. Definitely get a couple of pink diapers if you'd like. You know, it's good to wear them once in a while. In the meantime, make crap loads of money and select the thing. Do not expect to make money every single day. It's what you do in a week. It's what you do in a month that matters. If you have that discipline, you are going to be a very successful trader. You're going to make a lot of money. If you're going to be another one of those garbage traders thinking that you're going to make money every single day, goodbye. In the meantime, God bless America. July 4th's coming. We have one more day. Tomorrow is what? Tomorrow is Friday? No,
Thursday.
Thursday.
I'm losing my track. Tomorrow is the last day of the thing. Expect some volatility. Let's stay strong. I'll try to guide you guys as much as possible. Sign up for the advanced coaching sessions, and that's all I can offer from True to Say Trading. In the meantime, go have a nice drink. Enjoy your family, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your dogs, your cats. Good night, guys.
Good night, Frank.
Thank you, sir.
Night.
Thank you.